Well, welcome back to Mrs. Houck's math class. You guys have all had quite a few days off, so hopefully we can get back into doing our division problems. You notice we're going to be on lesson 5 today, creating division stories. You will see some models are here. Let's go ahead and look at the first opening exercise, and then I'm actually going to have you take some notes today. So our opening exercise here says the fraction bar, 8/9 divided by 2/9. Well, if you notice, what did we do? We colored in our 8/9, and we're going to circle every 2 out of the 9. So I'm going to circle every 2 out of the 9. There's 2, 2, and 2. And we found out that we made 4 circles. Well, let's do our check here by keep, change, and flip. Those of you that have been kind of doing our little sheet method, we kind of noticed that we can reduce the 9 on top and 9 on bottom. So we have 8 times 1 is 8, and 1 times 2 is 2. This is a top-heavy fraction, so we have to do 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we have the same answer. Okay, let's look down to the next problem. Now we have a number line. It's still considered having our boxes. It says Xavier, Molly's friend, purchased 11/8 cups of strawberries. If he eats 3/4 of a cup of strawberries per serving, how many servings will he have? Well, you will notice up here on the problem up here, we had a denominator that was the same. We had 2 9s, so we were able to circle. Well, now we have 11/8, and we have 3/4. You will notice that the denominators are not the same. So I'm going to change and find an equivalent fraction right here. I'm going to change this fraction because I want it to have a 8 on the denominator. So let's see, 4 times 2 is 8. So 3 times 2 is 6. So this, we have 11/8, 6/8. So we're going to circle every 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6/8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we have to still circle 6. So if we circled, we have one whole group. And 1, 2, 3, 5 out of the 6. So the answer I have here is how many servings? I have 1 5/6 servings. Now, of course, I can do that with our keep, change, flip. So here's my 11/8 divided by 3/4. Keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep 11/8, change, flip. I have 44 over 24. Most of us know that this is top heavy. I can also reduce it. I know that the number 4 goes into both of them. So I could reduce this by 4, make this 11/6. Top heavy fraction. Well, if you noticed, 11 divided by 6 gives me the exact same answer I had right here. Okay. Third problem. We have an area model here. It says 3/5 divided by 1/4. Well, most of us probably are going to do the keep, change, flip. That's top heavy. And because it's top heavy, we need to change it. So we have to do 12 divided by 5. So if I come over here and do 12 divided by 5, looks like I'm going to have the answer 2 2/5. Let's check our model. Well, I can't circle anything right now because my denominators are not the same. If I wanted to make these equivalent fractions, I probably, if I look at the 5 and the 4, I know that they both go into 20. 5 times 4 is 20. So 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 5 is 20. So 1 times 5 is 5. Let's see if this will work. So I have here 12 20ths. Yeah, it looks like I have 12 colored out of 20. I have to circle every 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could circle this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could circle this. I still have some colored, so we have to circle another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll circle that. All right, well, let's look at the circles. I have 2 full groups that are colored, 2 full groups, and then I have 2 out of the 5 here that are colored. So I have the same answer, whether I do a model or whether I do keep, change, flip. All right, what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you to actually take this book right here, and I want you to flip it back this way because we're going to actually write some notes in our math book. We're going to create our own division problems, so I would like for you to go ahead and write the 5 steps for creating division word problems. Please pause your video so that you can write this down. Once you've written that down, I want you to write step number 1, which is we're going to decide on an interpretation. And it's either going to be a measurement or partitive. And you'll notice I have here measurement underlined because that's what we're going to look at today. Step number 2 is we're going to draw a model. Step number 3 is we're going to find the answer. Step number 4 is we're going to choose a unit. And finally, step number 5 is we're going to set up a situation. These are the 5 steps we're going to use to create our own division word problems. So pause your video for me, please, so that you can get that written down. All right, so hopefully you got that written down. You will notice I said I underlined the word measurement, and the reason why is because we're going to talk about measurement division problems today. And measurement is when it says we know the original amount and the size or measure of one part. So your question is going to basically be something like, how many thirds are in 7? Or how many 6s are in 15? Okay, so you can kind of write that down just as notes for you to have. So once again, please pause your video so that you can get this all written down into your books, and you will be prepared for class on Thursday. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move over to page S23. And we're going to do some of these together. Obviously, this division problem is one that we can already solve. We already know how to do keep, change, flip. It says we're going to decide on an interpretation. Well, the division problems we're going to do are measurement ones. So we're going to go ahead here and write measurement. Okay, write measurement. We're going to do measurement ones. Now, if you recall from your notes right over here, measurement means we are going to see how many are in how many. So we're going to ask here how many 1/8 are in 1/2. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we are going to make a model. We're going to do these models together. So we have here 1/2 divided by 1/8. So you can see the problem there. All right, so we did step 1. Remember step 2. Okay, so I'm going to make 1/2, and I'm going to make it kind of long like this. Okay, so I have here 1/2, and I need to divide it into 8 equal pieces. So I probably will take this side and divide this side here into 4, and this side here into 4. So I now notice that I have 8 pieces. I've cut my 1/2 into 8. All right, so we drew our model. Now remember, we had here originally, we had the 1/2, correct? We cut it into 2 pieces like this. All right, so we look at the 1/2, which we had right here. We took the 1/2 and we cut it into 8 pieces, and we will notice our answer is, how many pieces did we see in here? Our answer was 4. Okay, we could always do keep, change, flip, which gave us 8/2, 8 divided by 2, we still have the same answer. So we have our model. We found our answer. Down here it says we are going to choose a unit. So if I'm going to make up my own story problem, my unit could be inches. It could be, I'm going to use pounds. So let's write that we're going to put pounds here for our unit. And then the final problem says we have to set up a situation. All right, so let's see how Mrs. Houck did on her story. So I set up my situation, okay? Remember, we're doing measurement. I made a model. I found my answer. I checked it with keep, change, flip. I decided to use pounds in my story. Let's see if my story makes sense. Bonnie has a total of a ½ pound of chocolate. She needs 1/8 pound for her batch of brownies. How many batches can she bake? And I solved that she could bake 4 batches up here in my problem. So I found all the information I needed. What I would like for you to do, obviously, is pause this so that you can get this story written down, because you're going to want this sample to help you. But what I'd like for you to do is I want you to flip over here, and right here where it says example number 2, 3/4 divided by 1/2. I want you to, obviously I told you we're sticking with measurement. I want you to do step 1, which I did for you. I want you to do step 2 and draw a model. I then want you to flip over here, and I want you to do step 3, which is find the answer, which you could do keep, change, flip. Step 4, come up with a unit. And finally, step 5, I want you to type up your own situation. And I will be anxious to see those tomorrow. All right, that is your homework. I hope you guys all have a good evening, and I will see you on Thursday.